Reports say that Brighton want to get at least £100 million for Moises Caicedo. Chelsea has been linked to the Ecuadorian player for a while, but it's clear that Brighton won't let him go easy. Caicedo is a young player who is highly thought of, and he has already shown what he can do in the Premier League. He is strong and fast, and he can throw the ball far. He can also play as a box-to-box player or as a defensive midfielder. This summer, Chelsea wants to improve their center, and Caicedo would be a big addition. But if they want to bring him to Stamford Bridge, they will have to be ready to pay a big fee. It's still not clear if Chelsea will pay for Caicedo. But if they really want to sign him, they'll have to dig deep into their pockets. Reports say that Manchester United is no longer sure that David De Gea will sign a new 2-year deal with the team. De Gea's current deal ends at the end of the month, so he is free to talk to other sides about a move. De Gea's contract ends on June 30th, and there have been rumors that he might join Cristiano Ronaldo and Karim Benzema in Saudi Arabia. He has had some trouble at Old Trafford, and in 2022-23, he made a lot of mistakes that led to Ilkay Gundogan scoring a goal in the FA Cup final in Manchester City. There is still a chance that De Gea will sign a new deal with United. But it looks like he will probably leave the club this summer. If he does leave, it will be a big loss for United because he has been one of their best players for the past 10 years. Most people think Kylian Mbappe would be a better choice for Real Madrid. He is younger, more athletic, and has more potential than Harry Kane. He is also more flexible because he can play on the left or in the middle of the field. In the last few years, Mbappe has been in great shape for PSG, and he has shown that he can play at the top level. He knows how to finish well and is very good at making chances for himself and his partners. He is also very good at dribbling, and he can easily get by defenses. Kane is a good player, but he isn't as young as Mbappe and doesn't have the same speed or ability to dribble. He is also not as versatile as Mbappe because he is more of a standard scorer. Real Madrid needs a striker who can score goals and make chances, and Mbappe is the right player for them. He is the best player of his age, and he could be one of the best in the world. Mbappe might not join Real Madrid, but that is not a sure thing. Other top teams, like Liverpool and Manchester City, are also interested in him. But I think Real Madrid is the most likely club to sign him, and he would be a great fit for the team. What do you think as well? Chelsea has plans for the Brazilian star player André Santos, who they will get in January 2023 from Vasco da Gama. Santos couldn't get a work permit at the time, so he spent the rest of the season on loan in Brazil. But now that Santos has played for Brazil for the first time as an adult player, he can get a work permit in England. Because of this, Chelsea wants to bring him back this summer and give him a chance to play for the first team. Santos is a young defender who is very good. He has been likened to Casemiro and Fabinho. He is big, fast, and has a good range for throwing. He can also play as a box-to-box player or as a defensive midfielder. The losses of N'Golo Kante and Mateo Kovacic have made Chelsea's center weaker, so getting Santos would be a big help. He is young, skilled, and has a lot of promise. In the years to come, he could be a key player for Chelsea. Chelsea and Inter Milan got together to talk about the possibility of Romelu Lukaku, Kalidou Koulibaly, and Andre Onana moving to Chelsea. So far, no decisions have been made, but people who know about the situation say that the meeting went well and helped both sides better understand what they want. The most talked about topic was Lukaku, who will return to Chelsea this summer after his loan with Inter finishes. Inter has said that they want to keep Lukaku, who they sold to Chelsea for £97.5 million just 2 years ago, and talks will continue about a deal. The Blues want him to leave for good, but Inter would have to pay a lot for that. Lukaku is also getting attention from Saudi Arabia, but he has made it clear that staying with Inter is his top goal. Both Chelsea and Inter Milan are hopeful that a deal can be made because their talks went well. But it's still early, and there are still a number of things that could make the move fail. The Serie A team also wants to sign Koulibaly on loan, but the 31-year-old's high pay could get in the way of that. Either Chelsea or Koulibaly would probably have to make a contribution. Todd Boehly, a co-owner of the Blues, has also told teams in Saudi Arabia that Koulibaly is available, and the player is thought to be thinking about his choices. In the other way, Chelsea wants to sign goalie Onana, but Manchester United is also interested because they want David De Gea to have more competition. United, which is run by Erik ten Hag, who used to be Onana's boss at Ajax, is keeping an eye on what's going on with Chelsea, and Inter are hoping to start a sale that would raise the goalkeeper's price. Bayern Munich is getting more serious about signing Chelsea forward Kai Havertz, who is also wanted by Arsenal. Since he moved to Chelsea from Bayer Leverkusen, Havertz has had a hard time living up to people's hopes. Havertz is still a good player, though, and he is only 24 years old. He has the ability to be a great player, and Bayern Munich are allegedly willing to pay for him. Arsenal is also interested in Havertz, but they might not be able to pay as much as Bayern Munich. But Arsenal and Chelsea get along well, so they may be able to talk Chelsea down on the price of Havertz. This summer, it will be interesting to see where Havertz goes. He has a lot of promise as a player, so he will be in high demand. Kylian Mbappe, a great player for Paris Saint-Germain, could move to Manchester United in exchange for Marcus Rashford. The story says that the Red Devils are thinking about giving Rashford to PSG as part of a deal to sign Mbappe, who is out of contract with PSG at the end of the season and can go to any club he wants. Mbappe is one of the most wanted players in the world, and Real Madrid has been mentioned as a possible destination for him in recent months. But the report says Manchester United are sure they can get the French star if they include Rashford in the deal. Rashford hasn't been playing well in recent years, so he's not a sure thing to start for Manchester United. But he is still a good player, and PSG could benefit from having him. The story says that the swap deal between Manchester United and PSG is still in its early stages, but it is an option that could be looked into in the coming months. It will be interesting to see if Manchester United can trade Rashford for Mbappe to get him. Mbappe is one of the best players in the world, and getting him would be a huge win for the Red Devils. But it is also a risky move, because Rashford is still a bright player who could do well in the future. Will Manchester United be able to make this transfer? Only time will tell. But it is certainly an option that is worth thinking about.